Hello and welcome back to another pick a card reading. This reading is about the journey ahead and what Spirit wants you to know about whatever situation you might find yourself in at the moment. So we've got our three piles here. Group 1 is on the left, 2 is in the middle, 3 is on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using, and there's also a link to my Facebook page. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can contact me on there. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey Group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Malachite, then this one is for you. So Group 1, we're looking at what Spirit wants you to know about the journey ahead. So we'll jump straight in with Judgment, the Five of Pentacles and the King of Cups. And this is in the journey ahead energy, what next steps you're taking or needing to take. So this could be in regards to work, relationship dynamics, your own sense of self-worth, so many different things it could be about, but you're coming to some pretty big realizations. There's some huge spiritual awakening energy on this table, like big dreams, lots of insight, lots of intuition that's been guiding you to maybe stand up for yourself, or maybe to perhaps stop showing up in a certain way that doesn't serve you, or to be giving too much of, there's an imbalance energy I'm feeling here. You may have been, like, we've got the Tower card on the Tower card, we've got the Eight of Cups, we've got a lot of energy here, the world, talking about finality, closure, ending, big cycles ending. And this energy is asking you to, even if you feel left in the cold, or that you've been, left wanting, or left alone, this sort of Five of Cups energy, left out in the cold, or struggling financially, just feeling like a big sense of lack in your life. The next step is for you to rise to your potential here with these big realizations you're getting. I feel like you've already made this decision, or you're already starting to incorporate this emotional and intellectual balance in the way you view your situation. It's also just to say unplugging from any situations that are emotionally manipulative, or any behaviors that are just draining and not supportive or nourishing to you. I feel like for some of you, seeing some certain connections that have not been honorable, or have not been, maybe it's your own behavior in a connection that you're just wanting to outgrow the situation and really see and rise to your potential, and it's not hold yourself back anymore, or self-sabotage or anything like that, but really just own it and go for it. In this next chapter, because something has wrapped up, something has finished. Maybe you're still in the process of letting that go, or coming to the acceptance of that, and still processing some of the pain from the experience. This very internal processing moment for you. So what needs to change? We've got the Tower, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Big, like, whew. The Tower card, as I feel the Tower moment may have already happened for a lot of you. This is what needs to change. So maybe it's self-destructive behavior, or it's a dream that you once had that you may need to walk away from, with so much closure here. And I feel it's to dream a new dream, to be curious for what's next, and to really take care of yourself in the process of releasing and letting go. If this is a really tumultuous time for you at the moment, the cards do show that, then it's very important to look after yourself quite well with this Page of Cups. And to surround yourself in soft energy and creativity, and spending time with friends that are compassionate and kind, and we're leaving behind something that doesn't serve you anymore. It could be also a behavioral pattern, or there is some indication of emotional or mental health imbalances here as well. So maybe it's walking away from some behavior patterns or responses that you've had, and coming from a more matured and balanced in a place emotionally or mentally. a friend of mine always says that when emotions are high, intelligence is low. And so it's sort of maybe in those moments as well, not reacting, but rather just walking away from the situation to give yourself a bit of calm and a bit of introspection and self-love. There's a lot of need for caring for yourself, being more gentle with yourself, and allowing what's crumbling away to fall. Allow it to fall away. So, more guidance here. We've got the High Priestess, the Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. This could be an indication of so many different things, but I feel like a lot of this, although this is an internal energy, I feel like you're getting external guidance and helping yourself move forward. It could be a therapist of any kind, a psychic reader, YouTube readings, whatever it is, a friend. You're learning a lot about your situation. You're learning also what connections in your life are benefiting you and support you growing, moving forward. And you can use those connections in your life as well to really reflect on the positive qualities in them, and it helps you see really clearly, I guess, the connections that are not that. And they may need cutting away. It was very clear here. Or it could be a job situation, a thankless job, or something you're feeling like you've not been able to show up in your power, or it's tricky. It feels really tricky. It feels really personal for you. I feel like there's a great deal for you to learn from this situation, and it's in every section of this reading. There's an element of pain in what you're going through in the process of transmuting that pain. But there's also a great deal of like learning through this pain. There's something here available to you that can like really help you grow. And so the next time you face a situation like this, you're going to have a stronger muscle there, if that makes sense. Yeah, I do feel connecting with people or information sources, like learning, educating yourself, or connecting with people that can help guide you towards maybe it's furthering your education and studies, or I keep being drawn to mental and emotional health and well-being, so it could be to do with that as well, but you'll know what it is for you. I feel like there's a great deal to be learned, and you are learning from the people around you. You've got, I feel, great teachers around you, or there's opportunities or resources there for you to use. It's just a matter of actually using them and releasing the old, unlearning a lot of things, I feel here, releasing some old things. What do you continue to do? What are you doing well? What are you continuing to do? Six of Cups, time with family, perhaps. Time with children, time with animals, connecting with your own spirit, connecting with soul tribe, going back to places of the past or childhood that make you feel comfortable, just looking after yourself in gentle ways, time with siblings I can see here. We also have the Four of Swords and the Emperor. Maybe it's time out from family too. That could be it for some of you here. If this is the family on either side, a father maybe, and you're just taking a bit of respite, a little bit of a break to look after yourself. Not needing to engage all the time, and honouring your need for rest. So if that's what you've been doing, you're continuing to do that, and then being your own authority here, and knowing that you can, whatever this is, this situation, you can recover from it, because you're absolutely such a powerful person. I feel like you're already, I get the feeling for a lot of you, it's maybe one area of life and other things are going quite well. For a fair few of you, it's just maybe a relationship or a family situation, or it's a general reading, so just take what resonates. Yeah, definitely taking a bit of time out for rest, and not engaging in any like tyrannical, aggressive, really dominating energies. If anybody's if you're dealing with any of those sorts of connections, just disengaging from it, not engaging anymore, and just looking after yourself there. And how things are going to change as a result of how things are going to move forward. We've got the Hermit, the Queen of Swords, the World, and the Eight of Pentacles. I do love all this energy. It's very much about self here. So the Hermit card, this is more of this divine awakening. We've got the Judgment, the High Priestess, the Hermit. This is huge stuff. You know what's going on. At least you know, in all the introspection of what has been, you're well aware of the choices you're making moving forward will be and must be ones that honour you, and you're viewing the situation from a place of logic and understanding that when cycles need to end, new cycles can begin, and the aeroplane's going over. I don't know how loud that's going to be for you guys. That you are the creator. You're. It's like a sort of back to the drawing board energy for some of you. If it's a new project you're trying to, you're wanting to get to, or studies that you need to take up, it's like finishing one cycle and getting into this whole new chapter, a new way of being, a new lifestyle sort of stuff. I can see happening here. Incorporating healthier behaviors, whatever they are, fitness and all those sorts of things. Good diet, things to support your mind, support your body. All of that sort of stuff. So yeah, these are hard boundaries sometimes with the Queen of Swords as well. We've got like a strong, you need to be the authority in your own life situation here. The energy here is you needing to parent yourself or to be the authority in a situation, and see these things come to a close and be the power behind that. I feel like it's from a deep place of introspection that you will find the courage and it takes to step up and make that action, or to make that decision, or have that conversation, or, you know, cut that cord, or whatever it is. Yeah, and you may want to isolate yourself a bit, but there's a lot of resources there to support you if you engage in them. It's available for you. We've got the World and the Eight of Pentacles as well, and it's both sides of the coin here. It's the looking at, both people are looking here. So on one side you're looking at it from a logical perspective, you're analysing everything that's happened, you're trying to take wisdom from it, you're trying to heal from the past, but then you're also understanding that while doing that you're also creating a whole new world, the next new chapter. And yeah, it's about showing up every day in a methodical way, with excitement, and putting your love into everything you do with real presence, and just knowing that this new world that you're creating will be just packed with love and intention. All right, so a couple of oracle cards to finish off your reading. We've got staying in center affirmation. I take 3 long, slow breaths. I am centered. And that is very much like this, some of this emotional instability energy. If it's someone else or it's yourself, you're feeling really triggered or anything like that in moments, it's taking a deep breath and calming down, because when emotions are high, intelligence is low. So keeping a balance and trying to apply some of this calm wisdom to the situation. The chakra cards I had were insight, understanding, awakening, awareness, self-evaluation, everything we've talked about here today already. Third eye is with that as well, so exactly the same energy. It's the High Priestess energy. You are connected, you are being guided, and I do feel that change can be uncomfortable, but if you can accept that moment of discomfort, to move through it and apply this wisdom that I think the outcomes will be a lot more balanced, and you'll be able to respond from a place of your own power. And that brings to the next card, emotional balance, stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. So just really taking care of yourself, meditating even. This woman's meditating in the card, connecting to your intuition, not needing to physically engage, and just take the time, know that you can take the step back. We've got a fair few cards here. It's really interesting the way some of them came out. We've got Wild from the Heal Yourself deck, and this is about not holding yourself back anymore. Exactly more of what we've spoken about, not caging yourself in, but rather going for it, like going and to explore something new about yourself, not being afraid to step into the unknown and explore new things. It's bit of a message that you are on a journey and you are learning so much, and it's time for a new journey as well. We've got Awaken Tangerine Quartz in the crystal deck. We also had Smoky Quartz Grounding, so that's a beautiful energy of what we've seen here as well. Beautiful balance here. Lots of awakening, epiphanies and realization connecting to spirit, but also grounding that through the way you're responding and the way you're caring for yourself and the gentle actions and presence you're showing in everyday stuff, everyday life. We also had Mandala, so that might be something you want to work with as well, because they can be a reflection of our inner self and our environment and the connections around us. When we're finished, it can give us quite a big snapshot. There's so many different ways that you can look up to work with mandala energy and art. And you don't need to be the greatest artist in the world. You can do it with rocks or leaves or anything, and it can be really rewarding experience if you've not tried that before, maybe trying new things. We have Giving Thanks for My Feet affirmation, and this was interesting because of the next card. I give thanks for my feet, which keep me grounded in the earth and connected to my roots. And then we had Time to Go. And I just felt like it was like the feet of this person walking. It's giving thanks to that person walking away there. So giving thanks to your own feet and your own ability to make decisions coming from an empowered place and coming from a centered place, and knowing that you don't need to worry or control anything outside of just what's here now in your own energy, and being accountable for that. It's a very simple and sweet message, but it's still wrapped up in a very big experience for you of releasing and awakening and stepping into your power. So group one, I'm going to leave that there for you beautiful people that chose Malachite. I hope that resonated with you, and yeah, look forward to reading with you all again soon. Bye group one. Hey group two, welcome to your reading. If you chose the citrine, then this one is for you. Abundance Crystal. I have a bunch of oracle cards at the end. I want to jump straight to one of them because it was a crystal deck and it flipped right out. Citrine, the first one, and the way it flipped out was just like, I am here. Manifest, citrine. All right, anyway, into your reading. We're looking at what Spirit wants you to know about the situation you find yourself in, and a bit of guidance with moving through this or forward. And yeah, we'll start out with the next step and where it's at. We have the Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Cups first of all. So the Tower card is actually here as well in the what is changing, I suppose. Group 1 had the Tower card, so I may expect that in Group 3 as well. So it does speak to the collective energy at the moment, and from what I've gathered at the time of this recording, even though it's timeless, things have been changing. We're starting to wake up to things perhaps, and that's causing us to want to make changes. But anyway, we're jumping in with your energy here, and we've got the Three of Wands first of all. So this is you. You may have made a decision recently to change things up and go for a new horizon, or it's just that you've put in so much effort to get to where you are now. There may have been a pretty big period of reflection, but you're looking forward now into what's ahead and what's coming in for you, and what you. I think you're very aware of how you manifest your reality and how the power that you yield, and the moment that you find yourself in now was manifested by past you, and the moment in the future is manifested by you now, and so you're well aware of the power you yield is what I keep getting here. You're a very powerful person. But it doesn't stop you from having some anxiety about the future here with the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Cups. It may be a family situation that's troubling you, or a relationship, or something that, but yeah, there's certain things that you may have invested in or behaviors engaged in that are not serving you and causing you to feel stressed, or it's just not bringing you the what you feel you deserve for the effort that you put in, the energy that you put in for some things. So that's maybe why there's a cause for change of path. Or it's also that some of you may be feeling like what the goal you were working towards, what you did put a lot of your emotional investment into, may have changed, or there may be circumstances where you feel like that's not the case anymore. Things have changed. There's a There's a release here as well. I do feel the 9 and the 10. Like you're coming to the end of something, or you're already there maybe. What needs to change energy? We've got the Tower, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. I grabbed a bunch of clarifiers from a different deck on this one actually, and I got the Tower again, the Devil, the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Swords, and the Prince of Swords. This is, I think it's time to stop overthinking, time to, like, you are aware, maybe this has already changed, like this has already ended, and it feels like it's out of your control. Like could be like, you know, the universe has delivered an ending for you here and forcing you to release to something that you may have been very attached to. That could be the case for you here as well. But you're blowing up your attachments here. You're blowing up the feeling of being stuck as well. You're obliterating everything that would hold you down or hold you back from your own potential. And just, yeah, there's a lot of awakening here for you. So the actual cards from this deck, it was just interesting, all this energy is this big major arcanas with the Tower twice here, and the Devil card as well. It's like something may have been ripped from your fingertips that no longer serves you, or it's that you have released it because it's troubling you, it's making you feel stuck. It's but yeah, you're really seeing something for it may cause you, it may be the big changes that's causing the feeling of being stuck, like self-doubt and stuff like that. Message me down below, group 2. I need to know what's going on. So the Tower card, the 2 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles. It could also be looking at, with the 3 of Wands here as well, 9 of Swords, you're looking at the things that you've invested all of your energy into, and it paying off, and you again realizing the power that you yield and what you're creating. And it may be that you, with the Tower and the 2 of Cups, it could have been a relationship or something that you needed to break free from. The Devil's here, the Tower's twice. So yeah, something that hasn't been equal and fair, something that has not been like I feel like your energy shows me that you have a very compassionate heart, and you're like quite balanced in your emotions, and you know, with your logic, the way you approach things is from quite a calm center. I don't feel you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I feel like you're a fairly balanced person, and you're coming to realize, you know, that you deserve the very best. And you're coming to realize the things that hold you back, and the decisions that you may have made that give your power away. And you're no longer doing that, I feel like this is where it stops, or it has stopped recently. We've got the 8 of Wands, the King of Swords, and the High Priestess. Again, marrying that beautiful logic here with your masculine logic and feminine intuition. And the 8 of Wands is here as well to illuminate that path ahead and give you drive to go for what you desire. Go for what you know your path and your purpose to be. This is living a life of integrity and honesty and just going for it. You, again, bringing you back, your power back to you being the creator and the narrator of your journey and your story. You're learning so much about your ability here, and I feel like you're applying yourself and asserting yourself in some areas where needed. I do feel, yeah, there may be a need to protect yourself as well from some harsher energies, just to withdraw from the situation, to look after yourself. Yes, there's definitely for some of you a colder energy. I feel you deserve a lot better than whatever that situation is, and you know that too. And it's a matter of just acting on that knowing. What you can continue to do, because you're just brilliant at it and what you're doing well, we've got the Knight of Wands, the Magician, the Queen of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. Woohoo! So awesome. This is such a beautiful, powerful energy. So keep dancing. if you've been dancing. Keep expressing yourself through your art, through your music, through any creative self-expression that you indulge in. Continue that. Get more of it. This is all about living life and exploring and having fun and trying new things and just getting your confidence back and looking after your body and just it's a curiosity, it's a thirst for life, it's that energy. We've got the Magician and the Queen of Wands. So I feel like, a lot of what you're learning and a lot of your path so far has given you just all of the tools. You really are somebody who learns from your experiences. They don't hold you down for too long. Yeah, there's a little anxiety here and there when things change and it's hard to let go, and there's disappointment or letdowns and betrayals and things like that are just really disappointing. But the Ten of Cups is right after that. It's like, once you get through this period, you're creating your own happiness. Whatever this change is so that you can have more happiness, and you're creating that. This is wonderful. This is you being at the absolute steering wheel of your life. It's sharing your journey, sharing your message, sharing your healing wisdom, connecting with other people that lift you up, and it's all high vibe stuff here. Continue all of that stuff you've been doing, you've been guided to do, that support your mission, that support your dream, your vision, and who you want to be, right? We've got the Six of Pentacles and the Judgment card here as well. So lots and lots of realizations of, sorry, I'm messing around with that. Lots of, maybe also receiving help as well, if that applies for some of you as well. Allow yourself to be helped by other supportive people and let them share their message with you, because they may have some good guidance particularly. Maybe there's a feminine friend around you that has sort of been in a similar situation and can have some guidance there for you. That may be the case, but also just your own balance with what you're giving and taking, what's going out, what's coming in, keeping a nice balance there, and fitting yourself with nourishing thoughts and resources, all of that. There's a lot of awakening with this Judgment card as well. It's not holding yourself back. I feel like you've already done this. For a lot of you, this harder you're on the maybe the worst is over for some of you, for this situation, if that applies. And so it's like not holding yourself back, rising to your potential, really seeing it and going for it. Like, this is somebody who's really self-activated, and keep doing that. Basically, keep doing that. You're doing it well. That's what we want to say. And how things are going to change as a result of all of this. What's happening moving forward? But first of all, we've got the Six of Swords. Exactly that. It's a transition card. We're moving from harsher times. The worst is behind you. The stormy sea is behind you. We're moving to smoother waters. The Moon card. We're moving away, I do feel. We're moving through some of our deeper emotions, but away from a lot of the illusion around this situation. You're getting a lot of clarity here. You're moving through the dark night of the soul. Maybe there's a deep release. Maybe it's an up and late nights feeling and thinking and processing. There's a bit of a process and a release happening here. You're moving through it. You're doing it. You're coaching yourself. You're supporting yourself. Spirit is supporting you. There's potentially friends and other connections there to support you as well. But yeah, you're willingly entering this moment. I do feel like the imagery really speaks for itself on this Moon card. You're willingly entering this cycle, or this release, this moment, to bring yourself a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles in the World card. It's also the closure of something else, very similar to Group 1, very similar. But yeah, this is the closure of something here, but it's for a prosperous new beginning. You're ready to put all of your love and energy into something new. The Tower, Two of Cups, maybe it had a lot of potential what you were working on before. Maybe you invested a lot of love and energy into it. But it was never a waste, because there's so much you've learned and gained, and everything is as it's meant to be, right? So you're moving through this maybe emotionally tumultuous period, and new life is going to spring forth from it, and a whole new world for you, a cycle of completion. And I think you'll look back on this experience, even if it has been really painful, just as proud of yourself. You will know why. There'll be certain things you did, or ways you responded, or just liberating yourself out of it. Just that. I think you will be proud of yourself looking back on this experience. We also have the the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. So again, more talk of this introspective, awakening, connecting to spirit, taking the guidance and making action, applying it to life. Being your own authority. Emperor was next. Temperance after that. Eight of Swords, releasing all that energy that makes you think you're stuck because you're not. So like I said, in the Oracle cards, we had Citrine come on out, which is manifest. It's this Queen of Wands and Magician energy. It's you being the powerful creator of your now and of your tomorrow. We've got Hematite, heaven and earth. It's you bringing heaven to earth. This is a balancing energy. Magnetic as well, is it? Magnetizing all that you want. It's an alignment energy as well. I want to see just mine. Hematite. I want to see what the book has to say here. Yeah, it's that balancing energy. Mother and father, male and female energies, opening up to higher awareness while remaining grounded, which is what we had here as well, right? Grounded, logical, practical planning for a future that you desire, that ignites your excitement. Just there's no reason for you to waste your energy on pleasing anyone else or meeting someone else's expectations. This is about just going for your dream. I love it. We've got Zinsight, desires. Oh, there you go, desires. Going for your desire. Exactly. Balancing it out with the vision and action. What else have we've got? We've got birth and death affirmation. Birth and death are a natural part of life. I accept beginnings and endings as they unfold. We have building blocks, number 28, and this is all about you building the life that you want. You're building a solid foundation. You know what you desire. It's having that vision and it's applying yourself. It's showing up and being there for you. It's being organized, being structured. It's it's nice grounded energy, building blocks. You're building something great. We had the card rejection from the Heal Yourself deck, and this is about rising up and looking after yourself after a period of rejection or disappointment, and knowing that this rejection, perceived rejection, is actually divine protection, as they all say, and it's true, because what is right for you will be right for you, and you can trust in spirit to bring that to you. You don't need to fight for the things that are right for you, or you don't need to go through all of maybe what you've been through in this situation here. So whatever it is that's left you feeling disappointed, trust that there's so much to be learned from that situation, and you do deserve everything that you wish for. And with all of this strength and powerful creative energy, you've got what it takes to bring whatever vision forth. The right situations and people will come along for you. So just hold yourself tight during this period. It's this sort of energy, and we can see it through the reading a bit. So it's a moving through the process, and you're doing well. So seeing, the chakra deck, we've got seeing, perspective, truth, knowledge and clarity, and then we had solar plexus. Yes, we did. And that's your power center. That's your willpower, your assertiveness, your ability to create the life that you want from the vision that you have, that you know is true. You've got clarity and you've got the power to create it. Create your dreams. The next card is dreams. Messages, signs, symbols and guidance. Listening to your dreams. Maybe you want to put a notepad or pen by the bed. If you've been having messages come through, you might want to jot those down. I find personally that I get my dreams come in if I wake up at like the last couple of hours of sleep and then go back to sleep. For some reason that I dream a lot then, so maybe disturb yourself so that you can get those dreams. I don't know, but yeah, there's messages coming in through your dreams, and also the synchronicities, signs, numbers and things you see around you to guide you on the right track. Like when you're making a healthy decision for yourself and you see those numbers, you know that it's just a confirmation, or you can maybe Google it if you want to know the actual angel number meaning. But most of the time I just take them as a little wink and acknowledge that, okay, we're on the right track, we're good, everything's fine, I don't need to worry about anything, I don't need to control anything, everything's okay. That's usually what it tells me, but everyone connects to those things a little differently. So Yeah, all right, group 2. I'm going to leave it there for you beautiful people. I hope that resonated. Yeah, and I look forward to reading with you all again soon. Bye. Hey there, group 3. Welcome to your reading if you chose the rhodonite stone. And this one is for you. All right, group 3. We're looking at the path ahead and what Spirit wants you to know about whatever situation you might find yourself in at the moment. So the next steps and where it's at right now for you. We had the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups flip out in the reverse, 7 of Swords and the Star card. So this might be a bit of a tender time for you. I'm seeing a bit of repression here as well. There might be that things aren't going the way you'd hoped they would be going in a certain situation or relationship, or, you know, I want to keep this reading open to anything, but things aren't perhaps going the way that you would like. Maybe there's been an unexpected setback, or maybe you've just been a little bit overly emotionally invested in a situation that's not giving you what you'd hoped it would at this point. There could also be the energy of emotional repression here as well with this Queen of Cups reverse, where you're not maybe not allowing yourself to be honest with how you're feeling, and or expressing how you're feeling. You might be keeping it all inside as well. Yeah, you may feel like your emotions are out of your control sometimes, and that it could be a little bit hard to navigate. We've got the 7 of Swords and the Star card as well, so you maybe just I get the energy here where somebody who might be quite invested in the outcome of something and is trying their best to make sure that their hopes and dreams come true. You have something you hope and wish for very deeply, and would like to see that manifest. And so maybe the ways in which you're going about it is causing resistance, or making it a little harder than the process should be or could be. You may also be concerned about dishonesty and betrayal and that sort of stuff with the 7 of Swords and the Star card here, and maybe that's something that's happened for you in the past here, and you're you know, a little bit guarded about that, and yeah, there's this energy of just maybe a little bit of distrust in the universe as well, or like just an uncertainty and feeling like you need to figure it out, or feeling like you need to get the answers, but really you do just need to surrender here, I do feel. In what's changing, what needs to change, we've got the 6 of Swords, so a beautiful card for this type of reading because it's moving through something. It's leaving the choppier, tumultuous energy behind you. It's releasing emotional baggage and all of that sort of stuff as well, as you come into a fresher energy and a smoother energy as well. We've got the Justice, sorry, not Justice, the Judgment card, but I think I should read Justice energy now because I've said it. So yeah, imbalance, right? And you've come to the realization of something that maybe was imbalanced, and you don't want to hold yourself back anymore. You want expression, you want to experience life, you want to rise to your potential. There's this this is what needs to change. You're needing to step up into your potential here. I love these cards. So this is a releasing emotional baggage and investing in yourself, releasing whatever's not working out, whatever you're having trouble controlling. It's just a bit choppy, it's a bit uncertain, whatever that is, just letting that go and trusting that all you need to do and worry about is what's in front of you right now. The rhodonite crystal is actually a really good crystal for, personally, for self-worth, self-realization, can be linked into abandonment wounds and things like that as well, and fears of abandonment, and just, yes, a really self-loving stone. I think it can trigger a lot of people into insecurity and fear sometimes. Like, I've had that experience with people holding this stone and the feelings that they've gotten, and myself as well, and what I've connected to this particular stone. I don't know if that's everyone's experience with rhodonite, but that stone in particular has been on an interesting journey with me, and it's a pattern I keep seeing with it about self-worth and abandonment and all of that sort of stuff coming up. So this is about leaving behind whatever that is, if it's a family member situation, whatever it is that you may be overly emotionally invested in, or you repress your feelings, unable to connect properly or express properly, or holding yourself back for control reasons maybe, or to navigate in a certain way. But anyway, yeah, we're releasing that because we realize what you're needing is to realize, to have this awakening, and it's coming through. And then we've got the beautiful Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I love the imagery for this combination here, because this is asking, this is your divine expression, your potential and your realization is bursting forth, ready to go for what is truly needing your attention at the moment. Maybe there's been some things that have been neglected, and those things I feel are to do with you and your pleasure and your joy in life, and some of those things maybe. Your creative expression and what makes you tick, what makes life great for you, all of that stuff, what makes life fun. But anyway, Seven of Pentacles, investment in this. Look at this beautiful little tree here. We've got the seeds, and we're showing up, we're tending to this plant being self. Maybe it's your work, maybe it's your education, maybe it's your self-development, maybe it's a family relationship dynamic, whatever. Business, it could be anything, right? But if you have been investing in other things, or really weighed down by emotional baggage or expectation or anything like that that's out of your control, you're being guided to regain that control. And see this beautiful Reiki energy coming into the tree. This is your creation, your life. This tree is you, and this is the abundance that this tree grows into, and you pick it because it's yours. And so if you're emotionally over-investing in a situation outside of you that does not require so much of your attention, bring it back in and invest in you here. This is what's needed here, in the wonderful life, your creation, what you're doing. There's something that maybe it's your artistic expression. You haven't picked up a paintbrush in a while, or whatever it is, right? Just your well-being, feeling content. This is all about independence and feeling good about yourself. And it can be also financially abundance as well, financially abundant. Having really big gratitude for the life you have around you, because there's so many blessings to count. There really is. Even if there's an unexpected turn of events, or things are feeling out of your control or not going how you want, there's still so much to be grateful for, and a lot of really important things that your energy can be channeled into. How to change it energy? We've got the Five of Cups and the Moon. Grieve if need be. The Queen of Cups is reversed. So let yourself feel what you're feeling. If you have been repressing any of your emotions, allow those to come up to the surface. The Moon card is here as well to say you don't all, like, a lot of this situation is a little bit evasive, a little elusive. You're not too sure of the answers or how someone feels or the way things are going. There's a lot of questions here for you. And those questions may spring up a bit of sadness as you interrogate or investigate. Interrogate? I don't know, that might be for someone out there, but investigate these feelings and thoughts and disappointments and, you know, what's not working. And instead of focusing on that, allow yourself to just to surrender into that unknown and let go of the need to figure that out, potentially. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Five of Pentacles here as well. So allowing yourself to feel without needing to figure it all out. Like, just let this process happen and allow yourself to just, you know, as you just sink down, your truth will float to the surface, okay? And then you can act from that truth. But we've got the Ace of Cups here and the Five of Pentacles, which is a bit, again, that energy of feeling lack or not enough, or things aren't going how you'd like them to go, or maybe it's financial struggle that needs a bit of attention and repair, or there's something here. So maybe it's a connection, maybe you've been left in the cold and somebody has walked away from the connection, or maybe it's just not happening as quick as you'd like, or so many different things it could be. But your how to change it is just this love, unconditional love, compassion, empathy, beautiful energy, and all for you. Channel this love all into yourself and into this self who feels lacking and who feels wanting. Maybe it's your inner child calling out for attention and love and understanding and forgiveness, or whatever it may be. But all this big energy of love is being fed to your deepest sadness, to your pain, to the areas that feel cold or left wanting. Areas that feel lacking. Maybe I don't want to start suggesting maybe it's this, maybe it's that, because it's just like, it feels so, I want to give you a hug. And it really is a time to this energy, like this all of this love, whatever it is you've been putting out elsewhere, bring that back into you, because you're needing it. You're feeling, if there's this connection situation, whatever this is, could be a reflection of the connection you're having with yourself in some aspects. You may be able to use a mirror there and see that that you can give a lot of love to yourself in this situation, because you need it. You may feel like life has left you in the cold here. You may feel that way, or a different person has. And this is a chance to see where you may have left you in the cold, where little areas where you need a little bit of TLC. It's a process. So whatever this is, it feels like it feels more internal than external, if that makes sense. But not everyone will resonate. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But yeah, it feels a little internal. So what can you continue doing? Something you're doing brilliantly, what you should continue to be doing. We got the Sun card, Leo's energy here, the Knight of Wands and the Three of Cups. Trying new things, getting back out there and seeing your friends, all of that sort of stuff, connecting with your siblings. If lockdowns and things like that don't permit you to connect with friends, then find other ways to. Maybe it's the internet, trying new things. There's lots of different ways to connect with community online now that are opening up new avenues and new things to try. But that's for some people, not everybody. But this is dancing. It's a creative expression. It's art. It's connecting with people. It's learning. It's curiosity for life. It's all of that growth and getting out into the sunshine, spending time with nature, connecting with the people that celebrate and love you. Connecting with yourself, being your own friend, trying new things. Really, I do feel trying new things, just to feel good, just for self-love reasons, just for play reasons, just to be a child, just because you haven't done it before. You don't need a reason other than just because it will make you feel happy, maybe, or it's just an experience to have. I feel like there's so much here that's to be grateful for, and wonderful things that you've got around you, or even your own skill set that you can lean on here, to help you feel good, to help you feel positive, to help you feel optimistic, and to cherish the connections that you do have around you that are nourishing and friendly. There's a lot to be celebrated here. Like, all of this is really like really, really nice energy there. So that's what I did. I think I said that was this group. I felt like it's only one area that seems to be like there's another area maybe it was the other reading actually. We'll leave it, never mind. All right, where are we moving into? How things are going to change as a result. We've got the Death card, the Six of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups, Cups. This is all about emotions and feelings, emotional fulfillment, desires, all of that. So there's a big change. You could be walking away from, like I said, it's something you may have emotionally invested too much in, or just it's taxing from you, maybe taking a bit of respite. Five of Cups, maybe it's a family situation with the 10 and 6 of Cups on either side that you're just needing to just take a little walk over here for a bit and just to regather yourself, regroup. Maybe that's what you need. I think it's just a respite from whatever this situation is. It's going to be a little different for everyone. So yeah, do take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But we've got as well, there could be a situation here where you're walking away from the past so that you can embrace a more emotionally fulfilling future. You're walking away from something that doesn't serve you emotionally. You're leaving behind, and it may not be a permanent situation that you're walking away from. Like, it could just be so that you can reset, so that you can check in with your intentions, your desires, and what you want before you return. And you know, if that applies, everyone's going to be different. But we've got the beautiful 10 of Cups here for how things change as a result. We've got the 6 of Cups, which is beautiful, loving family connections, children, all of that stuff. And with the 8 of Cups, walking away from what doesn't serve, Death card, releasing the old. To me, this is a really great transition into feeling emotionally fulfilled, and it starts with you. I do feel it starts with what matters to you. It really does. So I've got a bunch of oracle cards here for you now. These all came out in this chakra series, which is sacral chakra, desires, goals, passion, craving and fulfillment, and sexuality, openness, sharing, beauty and honor. So some of this may be about a connection that has been very sexual in nature but hasn't grounded, or you're very emotionally invested, it hasn't come to where you want it to be yet. It could be that sort of energy here. for some people, not everybody, trying to not make it too much about relationships, but when we have desires, sexuality, sacral chakra, it kind of does speak to that, doesn't it? But it's also your creation as well. It's not just sex, it's also your creativity, your passion, your goals, your dreams, and this is your Shakti energy and your ability to go for it and create and manifest. Knight of Wands energy, it's even that color. It's that life force that you have to go for your desires and find fulfillment in what you do, in sharing yourself and in being open. It doesn't have to be sexuality, I suppose, but it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's a sexual card. Okay. Yeah, there may be that there's a really deep desire for a certain intimate connection in your life as well. And so I'm making choices that honor yourself, and filling your own passions, you should hope could only lead you to further passion in the connections around you, as most of our connections are a reflection of the one we have with ourselves. So you're needing a little TLC for you. And whatever it is that's confusing, you're not certain about, it's a little just giving a bit too much to it, just take a step back. It can wait. Whatever it is, it can wait. We have breathe, which is exactly the energy we've spoken of, about meditating, about not needing to know, not just being with you in the moment, about taking care of yourself, self-love, being with earth, swimming, being in nature, all of that sort of stuff. Just breathe, be in the moment. It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to know all the answers right now is the biggest message there. We have healing as well, a very similar energy as breathe. It's allowing, especially if there's a disappointment here, feeling a little like things aren't going how you'd like them to, it's a time to just sit with that. I might have a little peek in the book and see what it has to say, but I feel like it's just a very simple message of, healing takes time. It's a process. Your first step towards healing is to create safe and loving, supportive environment where you can listen to your inner wisdom. So meditation and unplugging, taking respite, tuning out. Your body wants you to start treating it in a more loving manner and listen to the messages it is sending you. You need to become conscious of the areas of your life that you're avoiding or suppressing. Exactly. So there's a bit of self-love is needed here in the healing. Take time to really enjoy your own home space, create a little sanctuary for yourself to heal in. Make it yummy. Make it yummy for yourself. We've got tending to the tasks of daily life affirmation. I am patient, loving in my home, and create a sanctuary for myself and those who share my space. How's that? This is a presence affirmation. Just patiently tending to your beautiful dream. Because that's all that matters at the end of the day. Nothing really outside of you. I mean, we have experiences and connections and things, but the most important thing is this, like what you're doing for you, what you're here for, to live, right? Great love affirmation. I know that love is the answer to all my doubts and questions. This is the essence of bhakti. I live in devotion. Exactly. Same energy. This is what I just said, right? It's just being here with you, your path. That you don't need to know anything outside of you, really. Really, you don't. That's one of my favorite mantras when things are getting a bit much, is I don't need to know all the answers right now. And I just repeat that because I don't need to know. If I do, Spirit will tell me. Or it'll come to me in one way or another. We've got cleanse in this, a whole bunch actually, by the looks of it. Cleanse in this deck. I thought I'd forgotten to pull a card, but I didn't. So this is obviously sage or Palo Santo, but you can do cleansing with water, meditation, so many different ways that you can just cleanse your being. Maybe it's food, maybe it's thoughts, maybe it's the readings you're taking in. If this is about a connection that you're waiting for, maybe stop looking at those readings too much at the moment and maybe choose ones that focus on you and your path, just so that you can get your alignment right and your intentions right. We've got grounding yourself, being with nature, being here in the moment, being present with where it's at, that sort of energy. We had blue lace agate, soothe. I think that's just a beautiful message of being soft with yourself and being okay here with the Ace of Cups. It's very soothing. Breathe, healing, all of that soothe energy. We had cutting cords. Is that kyanite? Cord cutting? So just releasing, just taking respite if it needs be. Maybe you return to this situation, this job, this family, whatever it is. Maybe you return after a bit of time for yourself. And we've got purity here as well. And I feel like it's mostly about keeping things simple. Purifying, exactly. Cleanse, purity, cleanse. Come on, you got a big message of gentle release. The group 1 and 2 were maybe a little bit more fatalistic or final, or this one's just more about you and more about your alignment, your intentions, and feeling good, and just checking back in with self sort of feeling is what I get from your reading the most. Group 3, so I think I'll leave that there. Is that everything? Yeah. You may want to work with those crystals, kyanite, selenite, blue lace, agate. But yeah, okay, group 3. I don't know if I said 2 then, but yeah, group 3. Love it. I'll leave it there for you beautiful people. Look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye.